What's up, guys? Fishing here. I know I've been gone for a while, but there's reasons. I've been hunting. Not really hunting. Hunting just season just started Saturday. But I've been getting ready for hunting and doing stuff for school, stuff like that, like I usually do. But today I got a video that I do want to share with you guys. A while back I showed you one of these salt blocks. This is made by a company called Wrecked Rats. They're a fairly good company that I found out in the past, and they're fairly cheap. Their salt blocks are only $4 at Tractor Supply, and that's actually the only place I can tend to find their salt blocks. I love using their salt blocks because they're cheap and they work. I'll have proof at the end of this video that this works. I'll throw in some trail camera videos in there of bucks coming in and licking the salt block. But what I usually do, I know I'm not out in the woods today and I can't actually show you, but you'll see it in the videos. I take a 50-pound bag to a 100-pound bag of corn, and I dump a big pile of corn on the ground, and then I'll mix in my homemade deer cane that I showed you guys how to make in the past, and I still haven't got around to show you guys how to make it again for a more in-depth video like you guys are wanting, and I promise that's going to come soon because I need to make more of it anyways. I mix that in with the corn, mix the corn all up, and then I'll have just a little spot in the middle of all the corn where there isn't no corn at all, and then that's where I'll put a salt block. This salt block tends to be apple flavored. I love using flavored salt blocks just for the simple fact that where I hunt, deer love apples. There's apple trees back there and everything, and I also take some of them from the trees and just throw in with the corn. It helps it out a little bit. And this is apple flavored, but it's 98% salt, 2% apple. So they work good. The one you'll be able to see it in the video. The videos are all at nighttime, so it kind of sucks. You're not going to be able to see the daytime videos. You're not going to be able to. It might be hard to tell that there's a salt block there, but if you look hard enough, there's a big pile of corn with a salt block, and there's bucks coming in and eating it. But we have pictures. We've had our cameras out there for about 2 months now, and we just went out there yesterday. Well, we went hunting Saturday and Sunday, but we didn't go on that property because we wanted to get, we still wanted to give it time to develop deer, because we had to do some logging and stuff like that, so it kind of spooked the deer out of the woods for a while. So we went out yesterday. The camera's been in there for about 2 months. We had some corn, we had the salt block, and looks like deer are starting to come back in. The videos I'm going to show you are probably going to be the same deer. Only reason they're going to be the same deer is because I had almost 200 videos of the same exact buck coming in to my feeding area every day. Now the only thing about that is I'm not one of them hunters that don't follow rules. I enjoy following rules. I do what I got to do, and I don't hunt past time and I don't hunt before time. When I say past and before, I don't hunt past dark and I don't hunt before daylight. So the pictures this buck is coming in there every day, but he's only coming in there either late at night or real early in the morning where shooting light is not available, which kind of sucks for me, but it's also exciting because he's coming there every day, and who knows, maybe as it gets cooler he'll start coming in at daytime. Right now it's fall, but it is still in the 80s and 90 degrees weather, so I can highly understand why the bucks and even the does and even the fawns are coming in at only nighttime. We have had some videos in there of them coming in at daytime. I might end up throwing some of them in as well, but they're mostly at nighttime, and like I said, it's been nothing but 80 and 70 and 90 degrees weather here in Ohio, so I can understand that. It's about to start, temperatures are slowly starting to drop. Today's only in the 60s. Tomorrow's going to be, I think, in the 50s. Hopefully it stays like this, because for me, I love the cool weather. I can hunt, no mosquitoes, and the deer can actually start moving in the daylight. But go pick you guys up a salt block. These are made by Wrecked Rat. Hopefully you guys can see that. They're apple flavored. They have acorn flavored, red oak and white oak. Different, 2 different blocks, red oak flavor and white oak flavor. And they also have another one. It's both. It's red oak and white oak in there. They have another one. What is it? It's pear flavor. They make all kinds of flavored salt blocks, and they also have your original just plain salt block. They have salt blocks with food and grain in there. They have a corn, they have corn and some of them, and they're only about $4 to $5. This one was $4.99, no, $3.99. So basically $4, depending on what you buy. This is a company that I've noticed in the past that they go by ratings. So their prices, the ones they know work the most is the ones that's gonna be higher in prices. That might sound funny, but I've done a little bit of research on this company because I never heard of them until a few months ago, and then I started using them because they're cheap. Started using some of their deer scents last year because their scents actually work too, and I fell in love with them. They're a cheap company, but they work. Matter of fact, last year the doe I shot, I don't think you guys seen that. I don't think I ended up telling you guys about it, but I ended up shooting a nice sized doe, and she was coming in to eat an acorn salt block that was made by this company. This year I decided to put an apple salt block out because the property that we started hunting again this year, we couldn't even hunt it last year because, like I said, we had to do some logging, help the farmer. It's not my property, but the farmers are nice enough to let us hunt. We ended up helping them do what they had to do. We had to remove some ash trees and stuff like that, and then we needed to get the deer into that property ASAP. So I put an apple salt block out there because I know there's apple trees out there. I know they're used to eating apples. So it worked. What else? I do want to let you guys know, I've said this in the past, but I'm not done with YouTube. I'm really not. Hunting season started. There's going to be hunting videos here soon. I was actually going to take you guys along over the weekend just in case I shot anything, but I didn't shoot anything, and it was the first 2 days of hunting season. I didn't have all my GoPro gear ready. October 15th, I am going on a hunting trip down to Southern Ohio. Most of you guys know I live in Ohio, but even if you don't live in Ohio and you're a hunter, you've probably made a trip or two down to Southern Ohio. Southern Ohio is nothing but deer. I remember a few years ago I went down there and they actually had signs up around the public property that says remove deer. That lets you know that there's one too many deer on that piece of property. Now, Southern Ohio has big deer, and they also have a lot of deer. I have not been down there at all yet without coming home with a deer. So this year, I could jinx it and come home without a deer. But so far, my streak of going down there every year and coming home with a deer is successful. So I am going to bring you guys along. October 15th is when I'm going, and I'm staying there until the following Monday. So it's going to be a 3-day trip. We're going to get there, hunt, and then we're going to set our camp up at nighttime, wake up in the morning, go hunt all day, stuff like that. So we're going to do what we got to do, and we're also going down there during the rut this year, which is in the middle of November. That's for youth gun season. My grandpa's going to take me out because, I'm still a youth, so I can still hunt in youth gun season, which it's cool. Salt blocks. How to use salt blocks. Like I said, I'm not in the woods, so I can't really show you, but I can explain to you really easy how I use salt blocks. I don't usually, you can set a salt block out there plain as day, just set a block out there. It's going to attract deer because it's, if it has flavoring in it, that's going to help, but even if it's just a block of salt, deer can smell salt a mile away. I remember sitting at home, and it was in the winter time, and they were salting the roads and stuff. Looking outside, when I was waiting on a bus, there was deer licking the salt off the roads. Deer love salt. You can set it out as plain as day, but I prefer having some kind of attractant around it to help attract the deer to it. Me personally, like using feeding corn. I don't go to Walmart to buy no deer corn or nothing like that, because that stuff's just a gimmick. It works the same as feeding corn from a feeding store. So I go there. I'm actually friends with the guy that works there, so I get a 50-pound bag for only $2. So I put a 50-pound bag or 100 pounds, depending on what I want to do. I put a big pile of corn around it. Most of the time, I mix something in with it. And this year, it just happened to be my homemade deer cane that I showed you guys how to make in the past. And I put a block in the middle of it. If you guys want to know, if you guys want me a video of how I do that, and how to find a location for that stuff. I know I've said stuff in the past like let me know and I'll do it, and I didn't do it. That's my fault. But I gotta go put this. I gotta go put some more of this corn concoction. Concoction is what I call my homemade deer can. I just call it my concoction. But if you guys want me to show you how to find a location for your feeding corn and salt block and stuff like that, let me know in the comments below, because I'll be sure to do it here soon. I'm probably gonna go out there in the next week or so to refill my feeding area, because the bucks are tearing it up. Like I said, they're there every day. I might not show you a video from every day, because there are a lot of them. They're coming back like at least 5 times a day. But I will show you a few videos of some bucks. They might not be big to you, and take it for granted they're not the biggest to me neither, but just to prove that cheap salt blocks work. Alright guys, so I hope you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and like I said, if you want me to show you a video how I put out my feeding corn, my homemade mix, and a salt block, and how I find a location to put that stuff, and I will also show you how I put the trail camera location, how I mount the camera, and what, how far away you should mount a camera. So let me know if you guys really want to see that video. I will do a video on it here soon. If you guys really want to see it, let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching.